Hey guys, Dark Steve here with the Pneuma or Pneuma, however pronounced, game guide. This is the first game that in the beginning achievement done by completing the prologue. It's a good game from what I've played so far, but this first level is quite easy. We just have to wait a couple of seconds for now whilst it's doing a bit of an introduction. If you played the game, you probably heard he just talks on and on and on. Kind of, it's about a guy who thinks the world's revolving around him, that he is God, and that he isn't aware of the fact that we're controlling him. And he's just made some light. So first off, we just want to keep walking forward. Just keep heading forward, and that's all we're going to be doing for a while. I mean, it's pretty cool, the game, when it's like the design of it and the theory behind it. But this first level is really easy. Just keep walking forward for now. And see the game is starting to take shape. We're going to get some colour added to it in a minute. As soon as we reach this next room, we'll be out of the white into the light. And this first bit here, you just want to walk straight into that wall. It might seem a bit stupid, but just then step back and wait for this button to rise up, and just press the button and move the wall away, and we'll keep moving forward. I say easy peasy. That's the first obstacle done. A few more to go in this game before we get to the end. And here comes the colour. And it looks pretty cool. I do like the colour, if I do say myself. And here's the next obstacle. You just want to hop and pull this lever back by pressing the button, then move the analog back. And the next room, you just want to go around this corridor on the left. Just follow it. Very, very easy. And you'll come across 3 buttons. If you just press all 3 of the buttons just the once, they'll face forward, and you want to go back round to that little passageway, and you'll go onto the bridge, and at the end of that bridge you'll see like a teleporter type thing. We're just getting onto it now. When you get on there, step on that, you'll get some gates come around you, and that's the end of the level. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, bye. Hey, Darkest here with the Pneuma Level 1 guide. This is the first level after the prologue. This first part you've got here, you've got to get past the gates. Gates open by looking at the eye. And the second gates, just look at both the eyes. Simple as that. Quite simple challenges, they're not that hard. We're going to keep walking, and it's the same concept. When you get through to this next gate, there's an eye on the right hand side. Just keep looking at that, and you'll be able to pass through the gates. There we go. You'll come across some stairs here. Just go down the stairs. They're quite long stairs for what they are. Going right down deep into the basement. You wonder what they're hiding. It's obviously some sort of trap. Or puzzles. Anyway, the way you want to do that is just look to the sky. You'll see an eye, keep looking at it, and that should open the door, and you'll have time to get out of that door. There we go. We'll come through to the next room. The first bookcase on your left has an eye on it. Just drag that out as far as you can, and walk to the end of the corridor, where you'll come across a door, turn around and look at the bookshelf. That will open the door again. Coming through to our last puzzle of this one, and you'll come across 3 little tower things. 2 got a hollow eye, the other one, and there's a lever on the right hand side, as you'll see me getting up to it. Pull that so the eye gets in line, so that you can stand at the door and look through all 3, as I've just displayed in the game, and just walk back. And there you go, that's the end of the level. Thanks for watching, bye. Hey, Dark Steve here with the Pneuma Level 2 guide, the achievement called Centre of the Universe. Just going to go through a quick guide of how to do this level. So the first bit here, you're going to come across an eye on your right hand side. That pulls back whenever you're looking at it, walk backwards. So walk towards it, then walk back. Look away and go around the stairs, and you'll be fine. So that's that first bit sorted. You probably worked that one out by yourself, to be honest. So here we go round the staircase to the next puzzle. This one, the first door opens when you walk towards it. The second opens when you walk behind it. So I mean walk backwards when looking at it. So there we go again. Walk to it, walk backwards, look down, go forward, and you'll be fine. And you'll come across a room next with a staircase. If you just jump down and look to the other side, there will be an eye that won't let you move around it. If you just walk around, it just moves because it wouldn't let you look. And there you go, you'll see the eye now, but you've fully rotated it, so it can't go any further anyway. And over the bridge, carry on to the next room. I like my puzzle games, I like this sort of game. I looked up a bit there by not looking at the eye. There we go. This is a very similar one here, except from the eye. The little rubble things, they move back as you walk back and you're looking. So as you see, just look at it, walk back, look down, go around the corner and look up. That one pushes forward as you walk forward, as you see demonstrated. So look at it, walk around. Just keep your eye off the eyes, well, your screen off the eyes whilst you come out these stairs so you don't move anything around again. And that's the next part done as well. We're flying here onto the next room, which is actually just a little bit of a corridor. No puzzles here, just a corridor. And the next room, we've got this weird looking staircase that as you move down it goes up. So just look at it and jump down that little staircase. Don't look at the eye again, because if you look at the eye and walk towards it, the staircase goes back down. But also don't do the mistake I just did there, where you don't go down far enough. Go. And I made a bit of a cock up here as well by not opening the door far enough. Just a bit of a slip up there. But that's fine. Moving on to the next room, which again isn't that hard. It's like 3 rotating discs, you'll see them in a second, that spin as you spin the camera. So jump on the first one, spin it right round, look to the floor. Once you've aligned it with that door, look to the door, spin round, move that one, spin it to the right so you can get over, and just rinse and repeat until you're right over there. And once we're over, we've just got one more room to conquer, which is another spinny one. Trying not to get too dizzy. I think the first time I tried this I was almost sick because I span it too fast. It gets you a bit motion sickness. But anyway, into the last room, which is a weird looking room. You've just got to see the eye in the sky. You've got to move the room 180 degrees. It's easier if you look at the eye and the door, so you can keep track of how far it is. If you can. It took me time doing it. Again, the first time I did this, it just took forever because I couldn't work out what I was doing at all. And nearly lined up for you there. So that's similar as, and then we can see there's a little teleport in that room to end the level, and that's the end of that guide. Thanks for watching today, guys, and leave a like, comment and subscription if you liked it. Thank you. Hey, Dark Steve here with the Pneuma Level 3 guide. On this one, we're going to go on to the first puzzle. You want all of the lights to be headed on the top. The way you do that is when they go on the screen so the light rotates. As you've watched them, I've just done that clip there. The second part is a little tune. You want to play all the tunes in the right order. And the first eye is in the top left of the door. Now don't look at any more eyes. And then they're in the order you come to. So the first one's in the left when you first come through the room. Then in the corner, top left in the corner. Then 2 up the stairs. That will open the door. The third room is a little timer, so what happens, we look at all of them within the time, and the trick here is look at all 4 at the top like I've just done, and run into the water, the one in the middle, and you should easily get that within time. Opening the next door. Okay, all pretty easy so far. Going down into the dungeon now. And here we come with a weird looking puzzle board. If you look at the bottom puzzle first, take it all the way around, then look up, you'll find a different puzzle, but it moves the one at the bottom as we're same. So if you move it like I've just done on the screen, you'll get it to there, and then follow it and put it into this little hole here at the other side, and that will open the next door, where you'll go with a room full of water. If you look on the other side, it'll have a button, a pattern that you have to match with the buttons. Now don't look at that pattern again, or else if you look at it, it'll change. And if you turn around the other side, it'll have another pattern to follow, and if both of them are matching, it gets rid of the water. Easy. And this is the last puzzle, so it's a bit hard to explain, but you've got to have all of the outside colours matching the outside, but in the inside as well, you want them all to be matching. So it's a bit weird to explain, but if you just look there, if you look at my screen now, you should be able to see pretty obvious what you're trying to do. And it's easier to do than explain, really, but that's the way it goes sometimes. The bit we've just walked past there as well, that's for another achievement. I think it's called, I can't remember what it is, but there is another guide for that if you look on my channel. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Dark Steve here with the Pneuma level 4 guide. This, in my opinion, is the easiest level, well, it's certainly the quickest. First little puzzle here, all you've got to do is walk to the door, look to the eye, which will start a timer, allow you to go through. Then when you go through, look to the eye on your right, which will activate this trap door and take you to another room. If you go up the stairs on your left, and then have a look at that eye again, it will close the gate, resulting in leaving a little bridge you can cross. Cross that bridge and then move to the right and look to the eye again, which will open the door again. And walk all the way to the other side. Look down, but don't jump down, just look down. It will open that trapdoor as well, revealing a little light that can shine across, which will open the door. That's that. Moving on to the last puzzle here, you'll see a room, a tower full of eyes. If you spin all of the pieces round twice, go and spin that second one round twice again, then come round to the other side. You've got to spin the bottom one once more there. Look at all of the eyes at the same time, which will lift the trapdoor that you're standing behind, or standing in front of, sorry, which will allow you to walk behind it and get to the end of this level. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Dark Steve here with the Pneuma level 5 guide. This is the Forks in the Road achievement. This is by far the longest level you'll have to come across. It's split into 4 different parts. We're going to go into the first little part. You can see above the doors, this is the first eye. And what you've got to do on the first puzzle part, number 1, is make this whole floor, the tiles, disappear. The way you do that is when you move the camera off the screen and then back on the screen onto a tile. It makes it either disappear or reappear depending on what you had before. Now, I actually find this the most challenging part of it. I didn't really have a tactic other than work on one row at a time and get it either all to disappear and reappear. In the end, you want, like I say, every single piece of floor to disappear. Just take me a couple of minutes to do that. Let me watch. Now, like I say, this level is the longest level. After I've done this one, there's another 3 big sections to do. So there's about like 10, maybe 11, 12 puzzles to do in total for us to complete this level, and it'll take us about 10 minutes to do. But most of them aren't really that hard. Like I say, this one's just a bit fiddly, and once you've got past it, that's all done with the fiddly bits, and it's more skill or easy mental stuff. That's it, nothing too challenging for us. So if I knock them like that, it's another bit done. I've only got this last little bit to do, which doesn't take me long to conquer, other than I made a bit of a mess up on that. There we go, one more bit to do. And the last square, and walk past there, turn around, and I'd left them two there, but if I just look past them, it knocks them off and it opens the door on the right for us to go through. There we go. On this one, on the right hand side, you can see a little pattern. If you follow the floor with that pattern, it never changes, so you can just follow me again here. That will open the next door. So right the way around in that little, like it's a Tetris shaped piece really. There we go. And we'll go upstairs for, oh, I think this is a weird one. We've got like a little mosaic in the middle that's in the wrong direction, but if you can see in the middle there's a bit of a line there, and there's a bit of a line on every single piece, and if you align all of them, it'll make the picture, rather than having to look at the whole picture and try and work it out from there. It makes it a bit easier. And they just rotate by when you walk around it, either left or right, it spins in the opposite direction. There we go, and onto the last piece, which got a bit muddled up about at first, but there we go. And onto the last puzzle of number 1, which isn't really a puzzle, it's more of a maze that you've got to make, but it's pretty easy if you just follow the path that you would want to walk and connect all the paths together until the very end. It's kind of self-explanatory that you just need to connect walkways together. Like there, you can see that wouldn't fit, but that does fit perfectly. There we go. Just a few more. You'll know you have it right at the end as well, because when you put the last piece in place, they all spin madly. Just for about a second, there you go, and it locks into place. Allows you to walk round, and that'll be the first little bit done. Just takes a couple of minutes to walk round. And number 1 is the longest one to complete of this whole level as well. These are the ones do get a bit easier to do. Walk all the way around. Nearly there. And when we get to the top, just press the button which will activate number 1. That's number 1 done. Now head back to the very start where we began, and we'll go to number 2. Just takes a couple of minutes there. I wish there was a sprint button on there. There's lots of walking sometimes, and it's quite annoying. If I had a sprint button, it would make it a lot quicker. All the way back to the start. And as you can see, there's number 1 on that door now, and we're a quarter of the way there. So this bit here, you've got 4 little levers, and they work. So the first lever, well, the last lever pulls the last lever, pulls up the last stone step, and you've got to make yourself a bit of stairs. Well, you need to make yourself some stairs from these stones, which allow you to get up to the top up there. If you aim for kind of the top of the indent on each one, it'll give you enough space for you to get up. As you'll see, and there we go, nice and easy. Then on this bit here, you've got your pattern on your right hand side, you put a follow, and you've just got to match it on the left hand side. Exactly the same pattern, and that'll open the gates. And when you get to this bit, just look to the top and spin. I think it's clockwise. Yeah, clockwise. Just keep spinning until that's fully opened. and that'll activate the second dot, as you'll see there. And that's halfway through this level. And we move on to number 3, when we can get around quick enough. And I think number 3 is all about spinning dials and suns and things like that. Yeah, I'm right. On this one, when we get round to it, what we want to do is we want to stop the button so all of the magnifying glasses align, so you can see the sun in the middle. It's a bit like a planet. And the way you do that is when your top one reaches 90 degrees from where you are and facing that side, stop it. Stop the button like that, and all of them should be in line. Look through them to see the sun, which opens the gates and allows you to go through. This bit here, to explain quickly, just walk behind the one that's got the 3 in it and look at the 3 suns in front of you, which will open the gate. A more detailed explanation is you need to look through the 3 suns on that one and 1 sun through the other ones, which is what we've done by doing that. Then the last bit, this isn't really a puzzle, it's a bit of a weird one. You just have to spin round the ball, and spinning the ball locks it into place, and eventually you'll see a light at the end, and that'll be the end of our 3rd bit. There we go. That activates the 3rd light, and having us 3/4 of the way there with 1 remaining. Not long left on this level. And I think actually there's only 2 little puzzles from memory when we get to the 4th one. One of them again is a little bit like a maze, and the other one you just got to know what you're doing. So we get round. Yeah, this is the maze part. Now the simplest way to do it, it'll never change, is just follow the pattern that I'm about to put on screen there. It'll make like a little maze that'll allow you to walk through to the other side. There's not much to comment. Obviously each piece represents a piece on the board, but it's not facing the right direction. But by putting them in the positions I've just said there, and just demonstrate to you, that'll do it. And on this one, when you walk close to the wall, it pushes the stairs in. So what you've got to do is get the stairs out and then walk backwards round it. Not forwards, don't walk forwards at all, or else that'll push it and you'll fall off. And just hug the wall and walk backwards around there. And when you're on the top, press the button, which will activate the 4, which will allow us, when we get to the middle, to go back through the door, well, through the main door, which will have the exit into the 6th level. And the 6th level is the final level before the finale, which reveals what the game's all about. I'll keep that a secret for now, unless you already know what's happened, but we'll keep it a bit of a secret. I just want to walk back round to the middle, back into the centre, and look at the big door. Walk through that big door, all the lights are filled now, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there's our teleport out of here. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, DarkXTV here with a Pneuma level 6 guide. It is the My Perspective things, that's the achievement that it's called. But anyway, what we've got to do is when we start, you just walk straight forward and you'll come across this like see-through bridge. If you go at the middle and turn to the left, you'll head towards these balls, well, 9 balls in position. All you've got to do is look at the ceiling, it'll tell you what pattern it wants, so you just want the middle one. So stand in the middle and jump. That makes only the middle one light up. And that's part 1 done. Anyway, so if you want to head across to the other side of the bridge, we'll go to part 2. Or puzzle 2, whatever you fancy calling it. This one is really easy. All you've got to do is look at that dial. It's a timed-based challenge, and it's just getting you to basically look at that dial and make it spin all the way around. If you look away, it resets, so don't look away. And there's no way to speed it up. Oh, we're halfway through already though. Doesn't take that long. Almost there. And there we go. We'll see that little 2 light up in the background. That's when you know you're done. Anyway, head back to the middle of this invisible bridge type thing, and then head to your right through that door. And we'll move on to the 3rd little puzzle of the last level. And what you'll do is you'll come across a little red button that'll spin this clock tower around. You want to click that once, which will reveal the puzzle, because at the moment the puzzle's not there. And all this puzzle is if you look at the wall, so such as a video, if you look at that wall, that pattern then has to be displayed on the other side. The patterns never change. So you've just got to walk around and make that cross type shape exactly the same. And look at that wall there, and that's supposed to be the shape we want on the other side. The way you can change the colours of the tiles is literally just by standing on it and then walk off it. That'll change it from white to black and vice versa. And you just want to fit it in so they're both the same. You know you've got it right because you'll hear a little dong sound and you get a saving screen in top right. Anyway, just flip the clock tower again and you'll have access to the next room, which will come up with the 4th and final challenge of the game when we get there. And you'll come across this room. Ignore the red button, you don't need that at the moment or at all. And what you want to do is you want the room rotates in whatever way you press the button. So obviously we're rotating backwards there. So if you press these 3 buttons in that order, the farthest one, the right one, and then the closest one, it'll give you access to the right hand side, which is where you want to be. And all you're going to do for this one is take a light all the way across these light bulbs. The way the light transfers from bulb to bulb is look through one bulb into the light. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So this one starts automatically. So if we start at this one here, look through the bulb on the other side at the light, and that'll transfer it to that one. And it's quite obvious the pattern you've got to follow. So you shouldn't have too much difficulty with it. It's quite obvious. Anyway, we want to move round to the next one, which is there, and spin round, and there. Easy, does it? And this one here, turn around again, look at the light, you've got your flame moved again, and then you want this one. Once you've got this one, you want the door to be facing the opposite side, which we do. We'll click that twice and then rotate the room twice so the door's on the floor, and get the flame to the last bit there, the last bulb there, which will open the gate at the top, like so. Now you want to look at the gate and an eye will come out like a little bird. Make sure you keep that eye on your screen until it goes onto that wall there. Once it's secure, you can go. If you stop looking at it, it'll reset it and the eye will go back into the gate. It's a bit like a bird type thing. But anyway, you want to now get your door to face that way where the eye's just gone. So if you've pressed them buttons I've just pressed, and that's actually the last puzzle done. So you guys should be getting the achievement for completing the game soon. Obviously there is a prologue after this as well, but that doesn't have any puzzles on it, so you shouldn't struggle with that at all. I'm just got to wait slowly, and while this door lifts, it takes its time because once you do take in the story. But yeah, I'll do a guide for the prologue as well in case you need any help with that. But thanks for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment and subscribe to myself if you did enjoy it and want to see more. And leave a comment if you want me to help with any other games. Anyway, well, thanks for watching today. Bye. Hey guys, it's DogXTV here with the Pneuma guide. This is the very last level of it. It's the prologue, and it's for the achievement that is called There Is a Puzzle for You. Because there is a puzzle for you. This level's really quite easy, but I thought I'd put it up anyway because I put guides for every other level on. But basically this is just all about telling the end of the story. If you've been following the story on the game, it's quite deep, really. It's basically just talking about how he's realising that he's actually got us controlling him, and he doesn't have a will for himself. So, for instance, this very first gap here, all you've got to do is look at the eye, and the rock rises. That's your past, except from I was silly enough and got confused and thought the rock rised automatically and forgot you had to look at eyes to do things. So I'm trying to get past it here, make myself look like a bit of a fool. Anyway, I realised you've got to look at the eye, it raised up and you get through. But yeah, it's an interesting theory this game provides, because it's kind of like saying, well, if he's being controlled, maybe we are too. We aren't in control of our lives. It's very, very deep. But anyway, back to the guide side of things. Again, this part, just got to keep looking at the rock. This bit's a little bit tricky because he starts fighting back. He's got a bit mad at the fact he realises that we are controlling him, and it's not his actions that are doing things, and it's just a game. Anyway, just watch that rock again, she'll rise, and the next bit is just similar again. It's all based on a little path that you've got to follow. You can't really go the wrong way, and the only difficulty you have on this is fighting against them, which is, it doesn't offer too much of a challenge really. So just watch this rock, it'll push yourself back again, just look back again. It's a really, really, really slow rising rock, but it gets there in the end. There we go. We'll walk through there, and we get to a big beam of light that he doesn't want to jump down, but we're going to jump down it anyway, because we want to complete the game and we don't actually really care about what he thinks, because we are in control. Anyway, we'll do a slow motion fall down to the floor, where I think this is meant to be like outside of the game. Anyway, you want to walk into this corner, the top right hand corner, where there's a little button to press. If you press the action button on that button, you'll be loaded into another area. So we're still not finished this yet. Loaded into an area where there is now a tree there, which I think, I may be wrong, but I think this is representing like the Bible, where it's an Adam and Eve type thing where Eve goes to eat the apple, but I'm not quite sure, because he doesn't want you to eat the apple, but of course you've got to eat the apple.
You don't even know what it's for.
And when you do that, the game starts taking control, and we can't do a lot. We just have to sit back and watch. And the game will take you up some stairs. We've just got to wait for them to go up the stairs. Once you're at the top of the stairs, that's all. That's the end of the game, and you've won it. You got there. There's a puzzle for you achievement. And we get his little speech about how maybe if he's not in control, we're not in control, but that is a very deep question that I'm not really going to go into now. Don't think it's worth doing. But anyway, yeah, you'll recognise this part as part of the opening clip. It's the area where when you first load the game up, it comes up. And once we get to the end of this scene, your achievement will pop.
I am not real. From nothing I came,
and that will be worth 150G.
I am just a figment of an imagination.
And
I am a character
you move on to the next game, and I'll find another guide for me to do next. But anyway, I think that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and please join us for some more guides. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.